publicly so people can watch.
Yeah, might as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, everybody in between, a monkey's uncle and a rabbit's foot. What do you reckon? No? A little monkey. I got a monkey right here. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, it's our fourth week of talking about our Soldier on March, our Team Resolute weekly catch-up. We're on the home stretch the next couple of days. We're looking pretty good for hitting our $2,500 target. I'm proud as shit of everybody. I think it's not just obviously us blokes here and the other team members, but also the people who have opened their wallets. It's been a great week. How you going, boys?
Hey, Cam, you go first this time, buddy.
Yeah, feeling really good. We're close to the end, and we're so close to our target. I'm really wrapped with everybody. Everybody's put in a great effort, and it's for a great cause. So it's good all around for me.
Where are you going?
Oh, Jesse.
Sorry, he's going to get more chips.
Yeah, a bit of a munch. Kids do that. Cam's a father. I'm a father. You're a father. We all know that. Hey, Cam. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Yeah, very happy with it. I've got 3K to go, so we're going to do the scenic route to finish it off. It's going to be some good shit. Palm trees and white sand and blue water and coral and whatnot. And I'm blown away by our sponsors. I'm blown away by the effort that you guys have put in. It's just loving life. I'm very proud of my little lady. She's 6 years old. She did her first 6 clicker a couple of days ago. So
a kilometre a year, mate. A 6-year-old did 6 kilometres. And you know what? I think that's brilliant. The more of this we can get kids doing. One for this little bloke I know, and I imagine for your kids as well. It's not just about clocking up kilometres. It's not just about raising money. It's about being proactive in the things that you're interested in, or the things you support, or it's getting up your ass and doing, as opposed to expecting some other bastard to do it for you. And that's a key thing that I've seen with this guy. Like we were talking about it when we climbed Kosciuszko yesterday. Like talking about the soldiers. Well, the soldiers, look, they didn't have to climb Kosciuszko necessarily, but they had to go through shitty cold conditions sometimes and shitty hot conditions. And well, you know what? And they just had to go through it. There was no, you don't get a choice. We had a bit of a discussion at one stage about whether the motorbike was going to come and pick him up or what. And I think he thought about quitting a couple of times, but guess what? He didn't quit. And now he's been to the tallest, how good's my English, the tallest peak in Australia.
He's got some ticker, your boy, and I'm very, very proud of him. And just like I'm proud of Cam's boys as well, they're excellent lads, and proud of Cam. And one thing I'll say with what we're doing, like 96K is the length of the Kokoda Trail. I'd recommend reading a book called A Bastard of a Place by Peter Brune. Yeah, and I've actually drank with these guys, and I've served drinks for them at reunions and stuff. And you read about the guys in the Papuan campaign and what they went through. And you had guys that they're wounded. There's not enough carriers. There's not enough soldiers to carry them out, so they will crawl off into the jungle to die. And I talked about that on one of my own marches. And I always wonder if I'd have the balls to do that. What do you reckon, Cam? You reckon? Because that's something I've thought about. I wouldn't know unless I'm there. What do you reckon, brother?
Oh, mate, that's a big, tough call. Yeah. The stuff they went through, we can't even imagine, really. So, yeah. I probably wouldn't have the balls, actually. No.
I wouldn't know. Like, I think you would. Well, you had the balls to face me for 3 rounds.
That was good fun.
Yeah, just so you know, Dean, I did tell Deer about this, but Cam and I, one night we actually got into fisticuffs in School of Infantry and punched the fuck out of each other. So 3 rounds, gloves on.
Yeah.
My head has never been so sore. And he got a bit fucked up as well. It was 3 rounds of Marciano style, just punched the fuck out of each other. And it was awesome. And we're blood brothers, like we're good brothers. But that was a good night, hey? What a brother.
Sure was. I'm glad all this walking hasn't given me as many bruises either.
That's what matters. Mate, and and that's the good thing. I mean, that brotherly spirit, and you can punch on. And if there was more of that in the world, we'd all probably get along a lot better, right? You and I've got an issue. We're going to go out the back. We're going to punch fuck out of each other for a while, and then we're going to go and have a beer, and it's done. The end of, we got it out of our system, and life's back to being fantastic. It'd be nice to see things dealt with like that. I mean, we actually set up a UFC cage at Parliament House and watch these donkeys, but it'd be like a bit of a. Somebody will get offended by us, but it'd be like watching, doing the same thing with the autistic kids or something. Throw them in a cage and seeing how it comes out. The only variance is these people are adults who are running our country, and I reckon the autistic kids would have far more ticker and far more capability.
Oh, definitely, and people
and probably make better choices.
Yeah, just so, brother. And people getting offended. People forget offences taken, not given.
That's
and you will not get a more irreverent bunch of motherfuckers than grunts. You won't get. We're so irreverent, man. Like when you get to a battalion, whatever is sacred to you, whatever is sacred to you, man. That's so. You remember, Cam will remember this guy Peaver that we were in School of Infantry with, and he was born with no eyelids.
Yep.
So with the surgeries that he had, he actually kind of looked like he's white, but he kind of looked like really Asian. Top bloke.
Yeah,
but fuck, man, you said anything in School of Infantry about his eyes, man, he'd just arc up and just start swinging. And I tell you what, though, he got to the battalion within a couple of months. You could make any joke you wanted about his eyes because they figured out that was his pain point. And it's about brotherhood, though. It's not about being a dick or anything like that. It's just like, man, if you can't take whatever your pain point is, if you can't take that, how the fuck are you going to take combat? How the fuck are you going to have my back in something that offends you so badly? Seeing dead babies, seeing dead children, seeing dead, people, like seeing the shit that you see overseas. Like, how are you going to take that? So that's what it's about.
Pushing the limits before that, really.
Yep,
mate. 100%. One of my best mates, and he's in every project with me. He came and walked with us last week when we did the Kiama thing. And obviously, I don't profess to be military, but I'm a bit rough around the edges. And he's actually Lebanese, right? And the first day I met him, and he's a suit-wearing kind of guy. He's a bit smooth, top bloke, best bloke you'll ever fucking meet. But I didn't discover that. And actually, when we first started working together, the management in the joint said, keep him away from Dino because Dino will offend him and we'll fucking never get him to come and work for us. And, of course, I walked straight up to him and I said, mate, look, I don't know you from Adam. Muslim, are you a fucking Christian? What sort of fucking weird lunatic are you? What sort of bullshit are your trigger points and how do you operate? Are you a towel head? Are you a bomb thrower? Are you fucking what? And he burst out laughing and he looked at me and he goes, oh, they warned me about you. And he does talk a bit like that. And we're brothers for whatever, because he got it. It wasn't about offending him. It was about just testing him and I just fronted him. I said, what sort of fucking and this was 5-6 years ago, or whatever it was. It was still pretty hot, all that shit at the time. And I don't care what your religion, race is, as you've probably figured out by now, but I fronted him pretty hardcore in a bogan Aussie manner, and I said, so what sort of bomb thrower are you? You can't say that. Fucking.
That's like our brother Jake, Cam? Like Jake used to cop it, eh? And we've given it to Jake as well, haven't we, brother?
Yeah.
But
he's Jewish.
But in saying that, for that bloke, I would punch somebody in the fucking head tomorrow and not think twice about it. And that's the key element. If he has a worldly problem and rang me tomorrow, I'm fucking anything I can do. If it's within my scope of capability, man, I'm there.
Yeah.
And, same for me. And I'd run through a brick wall for him. And a mate of mine who hasn't been in this particular project, he's got this bit of a saying. Well, would I go over? And he's 60, this bloke. He hasn't served, but he loves that mindset and whatever. Well, would I go over to the wall at Kokoda with that prick? Or would I go over the wall with him? Would I fucking at Gallipoli? Sorry, not Kokoda. Would I go over the wall at Gallipoli with that prick? And that's one of his sayings.
Yeah. And
you sit there and you think about it and you go, yeah, that's sort of they're the kind of blokes that I want to fucking talk to, hang out with, spend time with. I don't want to hang out with anybody in Parliament. I think most of them are fucking full of shit. If somebody wants to prove me wrong in Parliament, my number's on every toilet wall in Australia, boys and girls.
That's the thing. That's the thing, mate. Like, we have a saying in infantry, we're not here to fuck spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, we're not into fuck spiders. We're here to do a job. And like my brother here, my brother Cam here, he's godfather to my children. I would walk through a fucking wall of fire for this man any day of the week, any hour, minute of the week. I would walk through a fucking wall of fire for him because I fucking know, A, he's worth it, and B, he will take care of my wife. He'll take care of my kids. He'll take care of everybody. Like that's what we trade in blood. That's what we do.
Yeah. And you know what? Most of Australia's missing that. That's why we're currently in the shit hole.
Sure is.
We are in. You know, that's why we've got this Queensland lockdowns, because one person's sick, we shut down the whole fucking state again. It's fucking embarrassing, mate. It's embarrassing. It's disgusting, and it annoys me. So the more of these strong, solid men and women, but consistent people looking after each other, and let's not rely on these fucking parasitical governments to do it, because that's all we've got going on at the moment. It's just they're just parasites. This is bullshit. And you know, like let's get back on topic, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was my fault.
No, but it was an excellent segue that proves why we're doing this. People say to me,
exactly.
I do this because the government isn't going to fucking do it, and if they do it, they're going to do a shit job at it. We need to look after each other and look after ourselves and look after, you know, when I say, and people get mad at me, they're selfish looking after ourselves. No, when I say ourselves, I mean you guys, I mean the people, my neighbours, that's ourselves. That's looking after ourselves. Sorry, I haven't got a bullshit enough way to say it.
You're the strangest libertarian on the planet, man. Like, not trying to be a dick here, but you're the strangest fucking libertarian I've ever met, and I love it.
Mate, you've done some stuff I've seen with Ricardo Bosi. Ricardo and I get along great guns, mate. We agree on 90% of everything. And I've got a 20% rule. I think 20% of the if 100% of the population could work out 20% of their differences, the world would be a better place. It's usually 2/10 of fuck all that has everybody being hopeless lunatics.
Yeah. Purity spiraling.
Purity spiraling. Yeah, it's nonsense. Think about the blokes you argue with in pubs and you go, we get along on 90% of everything or 80% of everything, but you like blue eyes and I like brown eyes. Fuck. And you go,
yeah, it's funny. I was speaking with a brother of mine from Tuaria. Sorry, I'm not trying to take the stage here. I'm sure Cam has a lot of same thing. But his name's Slav. He was like, my battalion's like one-man special force. He's a fucking top bloke. I love him to fucking death, and I'm really glad that we got back in contact. But yeah, Slav, yeah, I was talking to him about that, and there was one time there was a digger and we have what's called a mad minute in the boozer, and it's a valve, it's a pressure valve. So you get two diggers that don't like each other. They get 1 minute to punch the fuck out of each other with gloves on. Then they shake hands, buy each other a beer. They don't like each other necessarily, but you know it's done. And so there's me and this other digger. We were fucking, you know, kind of going at it, and just like fuck it, righto, we'll do a mad minute. And then Slav stepped in. And he said, righto, no worries. You guys can do this. It's stupid. You guys should be getting on or whatever. No worries. I'll let you do it. But I'm going to fight the winner. And both of us just went, fuck that. No, fuck no. So we bought each other a beer, shook hands, and now we get along really, really well.
Problem solved. How good's that? So on all bullshit and fun aside, boys, where are we going with our walking goals? How close are you, Cam, to your 96 Ks, brother?
Yeah, I'm 14 Ks off. I've had a rest day tomorrow, but over the next couple of days, I'm going to do them out at a place called Southern Cross in WA and check out some sites out there and finish up.
Fucking beautiful,
and hopefully learn a bit of local history from around there when I'm doing it.
That's awesome, man. I've been checking out your videos and stuff. I think they're great. And I've been sharing them on all my little modest platforms and stuff, you know. But mate, I think it's fantastic. And how the youngins going with the whole concept? They liking it or what?
No, they've been joining me for different legs and asking lots of questions. It's really good. It's been a good learning curve for everybody and good fitness builder too, I've noticed. And I can say there's great benefits for that for mental and physical health sort of thing. So it's been good.
Mate, that's awesome. That's awesome. It was a shame your youngins couldn't jump on last week. We had a bit of a kids session last week. I don't know if you saw the young boys. They had a great time. Maybe next week we'll do a big roundup and we'll try and get everybody in on it. We'll make a fucking full show of it. It'll be really cool.
Yeah, that'll be good.
they're welcome if they're interested, of course.
Yeah, Cam, the poor bastard, he had a 14-hour day that day, so.
It's a very, very long day, that one.
Yeah, they're bastards, no doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. And what about you, Jess, mate? You've knuckled a few out, I've seen, and obviously the one with your young and 6 kilometres for a 6-year-old, mate. Proud dad, no doubt.
Oh, very much so, mate. Yeah, 93k down, 3 to go. So we're going to make that the scenic one. We're going to basically just go along the scenic bushwalking routes that we got here along the coast, and they don't quite add up to 3k, so we're kind of going to have to double up. But yeah, that's all we're doing. And but yeah, man, look, with my brother here, Cam, as well, like, and with you yourself, like the lengths that you guys are cracking out. Like Cam did like 23 fucking k in one day. So, like, I can't. I'm not fit.
That was a good day, that one. I was just on a roll, so I kept on going.
Oh, good on you, man. Like 12 was my limit, man. 12, I was limping the last 3k. And like you guys, what you and Ryder did, man. Yeah, like in two big hits like that. And yeah, like
but I felt it for the next 2 days at work, that one.
Yeah. Hats off to both of you.
Oh no! Look, we had a pretty good day yesterday. Ryder actually went and played a little game of footy at half time at the Raiders Warriors match on Saturday in Canberra.
Yep.
He got 3 tries. So he scored 3 tries. I think after the Raiders got beat, they were probably thinking maybe we should give this kid a call to come and save us because they were shit. But that's a different sport altogether. Right? But look, we wanted to make it. I wanted to make it not just clocking out kilometres for him. I wanted to make it. He and I have a long way to go with our life, and a lot of stuff we need to learn together and do together and push each other. And I thought
we're all dads here, man. It's a steep learning curve for both of us,
mate. For sure,
sons and fathers.
What better thing to do to not only teach him one about how valuable our veterans are, because he's got an uncle who he hasn't met yet who is a veteran and deserves support and respect, and he's in a position where I want him to learn about himself, and I want him to learn about charity work because I think it's hugely valuable. And then I sort of thought about it, and I thought, fuck, if you can climb Australia's tallest mountain at 8, life should get fucking easier, shouldn't it? Well, somebody's going to say something like, well, you can't do that. You go, I've already climbed the tallest mountain in Australia. What's next? Like, really?
It's a great starting point. It sure is.
It is.
It teaches heritage too. And just by the way, in the chats, because I've noticed we've been ignoring the chats a lot of the time. We've got one guy on here. Pissy Leaks Pete. G'day, mate. Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, mate. Pissy Leaks Pete's a top bloke. I've come across him a few times through Dia's circle of friends, and he seems very. Some of her friends I don't think particularly highly of. He seems actually really genuine in the way he operates. So, Pissy, mate. Shout out, Pete. I fucking have all the time in the world for you, mate. But yeah, look, the thing with Ryder doing Kosciuszko, one, I was hoping a lot of people would take attention to it. I sent out a bit of a text message today harassing and annoying people directly that I know, going, "Oi, my 8-year-old just climbed fucking to the top of the highest point in Australia so we can raise money for these soldiers and hit our 2,500. Open your wallets." And we ended up with a few nice little donations, which is lovely. To those people, shout out. We will do next week in our complete final summary. We're going to do a big shout out to everybody. Nobody's being forgotten and unloved. But yeah, I just wanted to do something that would hopefully draw attention to it, and hopefully, not us, but the cause. This because I want to do it next year, boys. I want to next year at this in March. I want to say to you blokes, righto, guys, bring one friend each and double the team. So be able to double donations. That's sort of how I'm looking at it. Going, let's find an extra team member next year, and if we can do that, we go from 2,500 to 5,000. And and if we can manage that, and then the year after, and then it grows and grows and grows, and fuck, if I can't find one person who's willing to join us for this shit fight next year, I'm not having a go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if we can make a difference for the vets, mate, well, I'm fucking all in, as you know.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for that, man. And I know my brother Cam here will back me up with this. One of the big things we've got to do in the meantime as well, in between this and next year, It's just do a brother checkup. Do a brother checkup. Check up on our brothers. Check up on our sisters. Keep checking in. Don't go hermit. Don't stay hermit. It is tempting. Don't go hermit. Don't stay hermit. Keep checking in on each other and help each other out and take the time to listen. That's all I'll say on that. But yeah, look, that's what we got to do. Like, I failed with the poor bastard that killed himself 3 weeks ago. But he wanted to fucking. By the time I got under him, he wanted to die anyway. But
mate, I'm on veteran mental health, but you can't fail by trying to help somebody.
No,
can't
you
do
didn't
that.
fail, Jesse.
You can't.
Yeah, no. I'm not taking it to heart. Like, that's why I didn't take it to heart, because he wanted to die before I met him. But the thing is, check in on each other, because you never know who you can save. And
Cam, I didn't forget you.
And keep ringing until they answer too.
Yep.
I want this to be a safe spot for blokes who are thinking about going hermit or are having a tough time. And I'm not the best at it. I'm not doing anything special. But if we can create something around this little brand where we go, I picked the word for a reason, mate. It's that will. It's that strength, and that's what I'm hoping. And I don't care if any of these blokes who I've never met message me 2-3 in the morning, man. I'll answer the phone, or I'll go, who the fuck is this? And I go, well, I saw your video. Fucking done, man. Cool. What can I do? Come to my house. The door's open. You know.
That's why I'm thankful to you, man. I really, really am thankful, and Cam is as well. And I'm definitely sure he is. I can't speak for Cam, man, but yeah. I'm really, really thankful to you. I'm really thankful to Dia. I'm really thankful to the people that have supported us. I'm really thankful to the people that, even when we're doing these walks and they're going past and asking what we're doing, and that's so awesome. Like, all of these people, like you and Cam and Adrian and whatnot, and who are actually getting in and doing it, or who are supporting us, whether it's money or whether it's moral support, just hats off, absolute hats off.
All the random drivers that pull up and say, "Do you need a lift? Is there something wrong?" That's great to say still, eh? It really is.
And there's plenty wrong, but we don't need a lift to solve it. We need you to tip some dollars in the tin or vote these psychopaths in Parliament. Both, all of the above, and you're welcome to join the squad.
No, we're Parliament.
Have a go.
Outside of Ricardo Bossi and those like him. I have a lot of time for that guy, but outside the rest of them, they need to be dangling from a rope. They're fuckwits.
Great. I'm really proud of our couple of Liberal Democrat MPs. We're not a military-focused thing, but we are a freedom-focused thing, and I've been really proud of Tim and David holding their line on a lot of stuff during the last 12 months that have been fucking nightmarish for anybody.
David Lionel, mate. David Lionel, I've always liked him. Like, he and I politically, just like you and I politically, were a bit different, but I've always had a lot of time for him.
But again,
same with Andrew Cooper. Like, Andrew Cooper, I like the guy. We don't get along politically necessarily, but I like him. Like,
it's a 20% difference. It's the 20% difference, and that's where you go, okay, well, you're entitled to that 20%. I'm entitled to my 20%. Let's have it.
That's why I went into bat for him with the Fitz shit that happened. I know it's not veteran, but with that shit, like, that's why I went into bat for him, and that got me banned off of the last of the politicians' pages that I still had access to. But that's why I started the parliamentary petition and shit for him. I'm not beating my own drum here, man, because he'd do the same for me. I'm sure of it, like you would, or David Lionel would, or Ricardo Bossi would, or Cam here would, or whatever. That's bullshit. You don't do that. And how I tie this in, how I segue this into veterans, that's not what we fought for. You don't get some fucking, you don't get some centrist who's an anarcho-capitalist and crucify him for holding a CPAC event. You don't do that. That's not what we fucking served for. You don't do that. That doesn't happen.
Didn't you serve because you liked whichever politician was in charge at the time? Wasn't that what it was all about?
Fuck no. So many soldiers are apolitical.
I haven't asked.
Isn't that right, brother? Hey, Cam, isn't that right, brother? How many of us are actually political?
Yeah, none. I couldn't even tell you who was in back then when I joined.
Prime Minister, when you blokes signed up, which fucking useless dickhead was in charge of this country at the time? Do you remember?
Nah. Wasn't interested, really.
And the bottom line is they're all fucking just two heads of the same coin. They've got no backbone, no spine, no commitment to anything unless there's $1 in it or a fucking back rub in it from whichever arse lick. Yeah, that's it. That's always been my big issue with the whole thing is I don't give a fuck about the politicians and who's in government. I think they're generally assholes, dickheads, and they use the real people. And that's where my libertarian thing comes in is fuck off. Just leave people alone. And, but I've always looked at you guys going, you guys are trying to do the best thing for the people of the country, not for the politicians of the country. And if I could get more people to see that differential, I think we get a different result. But it's hard to sell the differential because the average population think you guys are there to serve the Liberal Party or the Labor Party or whichever other fucking megalomaniacs are running the show. And I just know for a fact that that's not what it's about for you guys.
Thank you.
To serve your country and your family.
Yep.
100%. And this is why you blokes deserve all the respect in the world. This is why our veterans who are having a tough time deserve whatever support we can give them via this Soldier on Charity. I'll be doing everything I can to promote it in the next few days. And over the next 12 months, we're going to build a stronger team. Not saying this one isn't already Mickey Mouse. I'd go over a wall at Gallipoli, as Marshy would say. With you blokes, no problem at all. And this little bloke. But, if we can build a stronger team, a bigger team, we can double that money, triple that money, and we can help these blokes who are coming back and women. And we can, ensure that they're not coming back and being neglected because our government's fucking hopeless.
For sure.
Well, let's say, boys, we'll peg ourselves in for next Monday night for our grand finale. We might organise make sure we got a few beers here to celebrate because we're going to have our $2,500, and we'll advertise it as a fucking all-in party. We might have. I think I can host up to 10 people on this platform. We might have invite a few to come on board, and we'll harass them and say, "Hey, fuck, let's make an event out of it. Some sort of a digital event."
I'll see if I can get Adrian to come on. He's the other guy that he came on from my end. Met him on a veteran side.
Ryder's mum's pumped out. She's done a 96 Ks as well. She jumped on board as well, which I was really proud of her for doing so. And mate, look, guys, I'm really proud of all of us. I think fuck. It's a massive thing, and big things grow from small things. My garden will tell you that. And hopefully this is the seedling that'll help solve the veteran suicide crisis, and that's what it is. They're worried about bloody holding royal commissions and bullshit into it. It's like, well, stop sending them to fucking water, line your pockets, you dickheads. And when they do get back, look after them. It shouldn't be that hard, but
yeah, it shouldn't be. With the Royal Commission, very quickly. Sorry, Ken.
Well, just look after them.
Definitely. You're definitely both right with that. With the Royal Commission, look, I get where Heston Russell's coming from, Ricardo Bossi, and look, will it help? Who knows? It's a step in the right direction, but government investigating government doesn't really work that well, though, does it?
It doesn't. It's all blown wind up the ass, but hopefully a few pricks in that fucking building that do not give a fuck will be a bit nervous and possibly rethink some of their decisions.
We're run by gammas. We're run by these little bitchy fucking females in male bodies.
Well, you know who to vote for when the elections are on. You fucking throw it at me and my crowd because I'll go and pick the fight all day fucking long, and I don't care.
I have for several years now.
I'll do it because I don't give a shit. It scares the fuck out of them. That's why I don't get much support from them. But game on. All right, boys, let's have a good night. Thank you very much. I'm so proud of all of us. And we got a couple more days to go. We're going to get over the line, and we're going to get our kilometres up. We're going to get our dollars up, and then we're going to start planning for next year. We've got a couple of other charities to do between then, but I'll annoy you about that sooner rather than later. Thanks so much, guys. Resolute TV, Team Resolute, Cam, Jesse, everybody else on the team, everybody who's donated in the last 24 hours, you're fucking legends. Everybody who donated in the last 4 weeks, fucking legends. Let's keep making a difference. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
You too.
No.